be showing you guys how to get a ton of the brand new arcade coins and how to auto rebirth completely free to play without actually having to buy the auto rebirth game pass. So if you guys do want to enjoy this video, then make sure to smash the like button and click the subscribe button as well, because I would greatly appreciate it, so thank you. But now that we're all out of the way, let's get you guys some arcade coins and show you how to auto rebirth. Okay, so first things first, let's get into the coins. So you came here because you want to know how to earn a lot more coins a lot faster. Well, I got you guys covered. So the first thing you want to do is go inside of your skill tree. These upgrades are going to be your best friend, especially for getting a lot of coins. So as you can see, there's a bunch of arcade upgrades you can go for, but the ones you want to go for the most, especially in the beginning, is more arcade coins. It's pretty self-explanatory, but each time you get one of these upgrades, you're going to get a boost on how many coins you actually get. So as you can see, 20%, 30%, 40%, 50, 50, 50, and 2 times more coins per click, and then it even goes higher. You can get 3 times more arcade coins, and I'm not even sure what this one is yet, but either way, you get a huge coin boost every time you get one of these upgrades, so I definitely recommend going for those. And then if you're someone out there that doesn't feel like manually clicking, then the arcade auto clicker will definitely help as well. It's not really the greatest until you fully max it out, but it'll definitely help you, especially if you're lazy, which is understandable. So if you're just starting out the arcade clicker event and you want to get coins pretty fast, that would definitely be the way to do it. Go straight for those arcade coin upgrades and you should have no problem. Now, something else I definitely recommend doing, especially keeping your coins and being able to get a lot more faster, is not focusing on the arcade dice. Don't worry about the arcade dice right now whatsoever. You want to focus on that a lot later, especially when you pretty much have all the upgrades and you can afford everything. So what you want to focus on the most at the start is rebirths. Rebirths will be your best friend throughout this whole entire event, getting you a ton of coins. That's the whole reason I'm able to do 100 million as of right now, and I've barely even rebirthed. So once you start getting some coins and you have a little bit, head over here to the tap rebirth, and you can see all the different rebirth options. So you can get +1 rebirth, 5, 10, 20, 25, and 50. And it will also tell you how many coins you gain per click, depending on that rebirth option. So right now, if I was to get 50 more rebirths, I would get 337,000 coins per click added on top of that. So like I said, you definitely want to focus on rebirthing. Rebirthing will help you get more coins than pretty much anything in the game, so definitely focus on that. Now if you're still struggling on coins, there's other items that can help you with that, and that is the arcade click potion. So that potion will help you a ton, especially for coins, because, well, that's what it's meant for. The way to get that potion is either from the arcade chest, you can get it from the forever pack, trading plaza, there's a bunch of different ways, and you can also get it from the arcade reward section. Now the reason this potion is so helpful is because it will give you a 100% arcade coin boost per click each time, giving you a lot more coins for 6 minutes. And this potion is very cheap and affordable, so if you don't feel like waiting around getting it from the arcade chest, you can just go out in the trading plaza and get it from there. But that will definitely help you get a lot more coins a lot quicker. Now another potion that will help you out is the arcade god boost. So this one is actually pretty good as well, but before you use this potion, you want to make sure you're getting a good bit of coins already, because the only thing it does is basically double the amount you get per click. So this is what the arcade god boost looks like. It gives you 2 times clicks during the arcade event for 3 minutes. So this potion doesn't last very long, so that's why you only want to use it if you have a lot of coins already. Now there is one more way to get a lot more coins a lot quicker, and that has to do with your pets. It all depends on how many equips you have, but I think the max is like 4, I'm pretty sure, for a free-to-play player, and then if it's pay to win, it should be 8 if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Yeah, it's 8. So either way, it all has to do with your pets. So if you're someone that doesn't have huge pets or Titanics, then you can just go off of the brand new pets inside the arcade dice, roll there, and you can get better pets that way. Now the reason I say they help is because if you look in the bottom left hand corner, you will actually see a pet click boost. What this boost actually does, it gives you a click boost, meaning it boosts the amount of coins you get per click. So this will definitely help you a ton, but it all has to do with getting a better percentage. So I have 245%, but that comes straight from Titanics. But as you can see, I have some Titanics that do more percentage of clicks than the others. Now the reason of that being is because the rarity. So as you can see of my team, I have mostly 1 in 100 billions, but I have a couple 1 in 200 billion. That's why they do a different boost. So if I was to use a different pet right now that's a 1 in 10 billion, this will actually have the same percentage as one of my Titanics. That's because it really doesn't go off the rarity too much, but it does at the same time. You kind of get what I mean. So if I was to equip one of these 1 in 100 billion Titanics that I have, I will only get a 25% boost. But if I was to equip one of my Titanics that's a 1 in 200 billion, then I will actually get a bigger boost. It will be a 40% boost instead of just a 25% boost. Meaning the 1 in 200 billion Titanic is better than my 1 in 100 billion, which doesn't really make sense at the same time, because if I go down here and I click a 1 in 10 billion huge, I will get the same percentage as my Titanic that is a 1 in 100 billion. So it really doesn't make too much sense, but the different variants help as well. So if you have a shiny, it will do more. If you have a rainbow, it'll do more. If I put on my rainbow right now, let's take this off, and I put on a rainbow 1 in 10 billion, it will actually give me a 38% boost, a lot better than a normal Titanic, and almost better than my 1 in 200 billion Titanic. So it all just depends on the pets that you have. Now, just to let you guys know, you do not need Huges, Titanics, all that type of stuff whatsoever. What's really going to give you more of a click boost is the arcade pets. So there's actually an arcade pet section. It will show you all the arcade pets, and these actually give a lot better boost than my Titanic. So I got a 1 in 100 million. I don't know how I got it, but either way, this will give me a 50% boost because it's an arcade pet. So imagine getting a huge, you will actually have a more percentage than I do using a Titanic. Same thing with a 1 in 25 mil Pixel Demon. It will actually give me a 40% boost. So arcade pets are definitely the better alternative. So you basically want to go for the higher arcade pet, and you can actually go buy these from the trading plaza. So the Pixel Demon, which is a 1 in 25 mil, you can go out and buy them, and they will actually be better than my Titanic, almost double. So arcade pets, when it comes down to the click boost, are the priority, but if you don't feel like going out and getting them, then you can just use like 1 in 10 billion Huges, you know, Titanics. Anything will give you a boost. Even a 1 in 5 billion will give you a 25% boost as well. They pretty much give all the same, but having the max amount of click boost will definitely help you get a lot of coins a lot faster. You just pretty much got to go for the best pets you can, but it looks like the best pets to go for would be the arcade cat, giving a solid 50% boost, and the Pixel Demon. I don't know if there's other pets higher than that. I would imagine there are, but either way, these are the ones I have right now and can currently test. So now that we got how to get coins a lot faster, pretty much everything that will help you, you know, go through the upgrades and stuff like that, let's get into auto rebirthing and how to do it. So auto rebirthing is actually pretty simple. You just need a program called Tiny Task. So Tiny Task is a completely free program to download. This is for PC users only, but there is other programs on like Android and stuff that pretty much have the same exact features. So just try to find one of those. Either way, this is what Tiny Task looks like. It's completely free, virus free, and it will not get you banned from Roblox. You are allowed to use it. Now, one thing I do want to let you guys know is that you're not going to be able to roll the dice and rebirth at the same time. You're going to have to choose one or the other unless you have the auto rebirth game pass. I don't know how that one actually works. This game pass right here, I don't know if you can set it just like any other rebirth game, and then once you get enough coins, it rebirths while you're on top of the auto rolling. That could be possible. So if you want to do both of them at the same time, you're gonna need the game pass. But if you want to do just one or the other and be able to auto do it without having to spend the Robux, then I got you covered. So you're just gonna set up your Tiny Task. I'm gonna set this to like 2 times speed, make sure continuous playback is checked, and make sure always on top is checked as well. And you're just gonna set your recording and playback hotkey to whatever you want. Now that we got that fully set up, you're going to walk over here to the tab Rebirth and have the menu pop up on your screen. You can actually walk away from the Rebirth machine and still have the UI up. And if I rebirth right now, I'm still going to have the UI up on my screen. The first thing you're going to do is start your recording, and you're going to go for any option you feel like rebirthing. I'm going to go for the best option. So what I'm going to do is click this just like so. It's going to rebirth me, and then I'm going to click it again. But then you're going to see an option eventually pop up once you rebirth. So let me go and get some coins real quick, and I'll show you what I mean. So I now have enough coins to rebirth. I'm going to rebirth, and as you can see, if I click it a couple times, it will say you can't afford this. So in that recording, you're going to make sure you hit OK right here. Just make sure you hit it one time, and then it's going to go through that whole process. Now you could end up hitting the plus 25 as well, but as long as you're getting rebirths in there, I don't think it really matters. Now you could time this, but it all depends on how many coins you gain per time, and each time that you actually rebirth 50 times, that coin amount will go up the amount you need to actually rebirth. So like I said, just click it, make sure you get the afford thing to pop up, and then click OK, just like so, and then just have it repeat that process, and boom, there you go. That is how you auto rebirth without having the game pass whatsoever. If you feel like the game pass is needed, then go for it, but this is the free to play way to do so. You can do this on any option that you want. It doesn't require anything specifically. Just make sure you're hitting the OK button as well if you can't afford it, because if you don't, that UI will stay on your screen and you'll never be able to rebirth, and it will mess up your whole recording. So one more rundown. To start your recording, go down here to the buy button, you just click it, make sure to click it again to where you can't afford this pops up, click the OK button, and you are now good to go. Repeat that process, and boom, there you go, auto rebirth. Now for anybody wondering why you can't auto roll and auto rebirth at the same time, that's because if I was to walk over here to the tab Rebirth, get the UI up on my screen, and walk over here to the auto roll, the UI will disappear once the egg pops up. So boom, it rolls, UI disappears and it will not pop back up. That is why you cannot auto roll and auto rebirth at the same exact time unless you have the auto rebirth game pass. But I'm not even sure you can do both at the same time even with the game pass. I don't personally have the game pass and I don't plan on buying it because really no point. So someone else is going to have to confirm or deny that. But that's going to conclude how to get a ton of the brand new coins and auto rebirth all at the same time. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and hopefully you found it helpful. If you guys have any questions regarding this video and or Pets Go in general, then please feel free to let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you guys again for watching, and I'll catch you guys all in the next video. Peace out, everybody.